This is the revision video for Unit B2, Pollution. What does this graph show? The graph shows us the population of the UK and how it has changed over the last 800 years. It shows a very rapid increase in the population over the most recent few hundred years, and it's still rising. It's not just the UK population that follows this pattern. The world population has followed a very similar pattern that is referred to as a population explosion. The number of humans on the planet has been increasing, but the increase is not steady. 1,000 years ago, the population was stable, as there was limited food supply and not many people to reproduce. Between 1600 and 1900, there was a steady increase due to improved hygiene and better farming methods. After 1900, there was a dramatic rise in the population due to improved hygiene, improved healthcare, improved diet, and a lower infancy mortality rate. This type of growth is called exponential growth. The more individuals there are in the population, the faster the population grows. This increase in the human population has quite a number of effects. There is a shortage of food in some countries. More land is being used for building and farming. More pollution is being produced. Resources such as fossil fuels are being used up too fast. This type of growth is not sustainable, and the impact is harmful to the environment. We can divide the causes of pollution into two main areas: agriculture and towns and industry. In agriculture, the things that cause pollution and damage the environment include the use of fertiliser, the use of chemicals such as pesticides, loss of habitats to make room for farmland, deforestation, and the production of huge amounts of animal waste. Towns and industries, on the other hand, cause pollution due to loss of habitat to make room for building, quarrying and extraction of raw materials, dumping of waste, the production of toxic chemicals, and sewage. The development of towns and industry and the increased need for agricultural land has removed large areas of natural habitat throughout the world. Agriculture and industry also produce vast amounts of pollutants that impact on the environment. We can divide the pollutants produced into two categories: those that pollute the air and those that pollute the water. Air pollution includes sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides, which dissolve in rain to form acid rain, carbon dioxide, which is a greenhouse gas, and CFCs, which destroy the ozone layer. Water pollution includes untreated sewage that may contain bacteria that can cause disease, and detergents that can kill organisms in the water and affect entire food chains. Two serious consequences of pollution are acid rain and global warming. Acid rain may not necessarily affect the places where the pollution is being caused. It can fall hundreds of miles from the source of the pollution. Acid rain is caused by the combustion of fossil fuels. When they are burnt, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides are released into the atmosphere. These gases dissolve in rainwater, making it acidic. Acid rain can damage and kill plants, acidify lakes, killing the organisms that live there, and cause the erosion of limestone. It can also cause bronchitis in people. Carbon dioxide, which is released when fossil fuels are burnt, is a greenhouse gas which contributes to global warming. This happens because greenhouse gases trap the sun's radiation in the atmosphere, gradually warming it up. When pollutants enter the environment, they will have an impact on the number and types of organisms that can survive. Generally, in more polluted areas, fewer species can survive. In some cases, particular species may be the only survivors, and may even be adapted to cope quite well with the pollution. The presence or absence of these species shows biologists that an area is polluted. They are called indicator species. Rat-tailed maggots are adapted to survive in water with very little oxygen, so they can be used as an indicator of polluted water. Other species that indicate polluted water include sludge worms and the water louse. On the other hand, mayfly larvae can only be found in clean water and are used as an indicator that the water therefore isn't polluted. Air pollution caused by the burning of fossil fuels can also affect the variety of organisms that can survive in an area. Lichens are one group of living things that act as an indicator species of air pollution. They are sensitive to changes in environmental conditions, especially to sulfur dioxide pollution in the air from industry and burning fossil fuels, and to nitrogen pollutants from traffic and fertilisers. The presence or absence of certain lichen species is an indicator of the level of pollution in that area. Certain lichens can cope with high levels of pollution and are found in cities. However, in extreme cases of high pollution, there may be no lichens at all. These areas are known as lichen deserts. This particular lichen can survive in polluted areas and so is an indicator of polluted air. Some other lichens can only survive in clean, unpolluted air, and so their presence indicates the absence of pollution in that area.